பயாலஜி இன் தமிழ் கோர்வை சேனல் சார்பாக அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் கண்ணதாசன். In this video, we are going to learn the endosperm. This is part 2 of the endosperm. In the description of this video, I gave the link for endosperm part 1. I suggest you to go through the part 1 video, then you come to this video so that you are able to clearly understand the concepts that we are going to discuss here. First one is nuclear endosperm, we are going to learn. Second one is cellular endosperm. Third one is helobial endosperm. Fourth one is ruminate endosperm. These are the four types we are going to learn. And I advise you to see the video till the end, because I gave all the examples of these types along with their Tamil name, English name and their scientific name, and you can take note of it in your notebook so that it will be easy for you to revise at the time of examination. Now let us enter into this video. These are the links. This is the link given in the description for the endosperm part 1, and these are the link, Telegram link and WhatsApp link you can join, where I am periodically posting the supporting materials for these videos, so that you are able to download it and take the printout also if you are not taking the notes. Okay, now this is the embryo sac, student. This is the embryo sac. We already discussed it in the endosperm part 1. The embryo sac, that is the female gametophyte, you can see the 8 nuclei, 3 towards the micropylar end, 2 synergids with 1 egg, and 2 at the middle, which are called as polar nuclei, and 3 towards the chalazial end, they are called as antipodal cells. Okay, so in this embryo sac only first endosperm is going to form. So you must be very clear about this. So this is the exact location. So the polar nucleus is going to be the first a pair of nucleus which is going to start the entire process of endosperm formation. And here you can see this video, this slide also previously in the part 1 itself I discussed, and here just I want you to recollect what we have learned in that is angiosperm endosperm part 1. So here you can see the pollen tube. Pollen tube carries 2 male gametes. So one male gamete fertilizes the egg. So zygote is formed, which develops into embryo. This embryo only grow as when the seed is germinating. Okay, so the embryonic development take place due to the zygote, from the zygote. Okay, so this is one part. So this is first fertilization, and this is the second fertilization. You see, second fertilization, the second male gamete along with the secondary nucleus. Already we learned the 2 polar nuclei. When 2 polar nuclei join together, it is now called as secondary nucleus. It consists of a diploid number of chromosome, and with this there is secondary nucleus, one more male gamete joins, so it becomes triploid. Now it is called as PEN. It means primary endosperm nucleus. Primary endosperm nucleus. So this is the first cell of the endosperm. The entire all the endosperm cells are going to be formed from this first cell, and it is triploid in nature. Okay, now this is the stage between primary endosperm nucleus and endosperm. There are types that we are going to learn. How this cell is going to become the endosperm, what is the method, that is what we are going to learn. All the 3 types, nuclear endosperm, cellular endosperm, helobial endosperm, or this stage only. In this stage only we are going to discuss. Okay, so if you like this video, please press the like button, share this video to your friends, comment on it, and subscribe our channel to get our videos periodically, and please press the bell icon to receive the notification of our videos. Now let us discuss about the endosperm. Primary endosperm nucleus. You see, the primary endosperm nucleus pen divides immediately after fertilization, but before the zygote start to divide. You see the different students here after before. So this is the place where the technically important question can be asked, whether it is in the NEET or in the board exam. Even in the TRB students could see this. So for them also I could suggest after and before. Suppose they are changing before here and after here, automatically one more option can be created. So likewise they can changing the or jumbling the words. They can create many type of options so that it become challenging for the students who are attending the question. So you must create such type of question mentally here itself so that you are able to easily answer. Now the primary endosperm nucleus is the result of already we discussed, result of triple fusion. The two polar nuclei and one sperm nucleus, and thus has 3n number of chromosomes. Endosperm, it is a, you see, nutritive tissue. Not only nutritive tissue, one more uh, that is function also given. It is a regulatory structure. It is a regulatory structure regulating what it that nourishes the developing embryo. Regulatory structure, it regulates the developing embryo, okay, and also nourishes the developing embryo depending upon the mode of development. That is what I told you. Depending upon the mode of development, three types of endosperm are recognized in angiosperms. They are nuclear endosperm 1, cellular endosperm 2, helobial endosperm 3. Now one by one we will discuss. Now the primary endosperm nucleus divides immediately after fertilization, already we discussed, and also this is due to the result of triple fusion, two polar nuclei and one sperm nucleus. So it is consisting of triploid nature of the ploidy. Now nuclear endosperm. In the nuclear type, the primary endosperm nucleus divides into two. So it divides into two. Here you can see, but it is not followed by the cell wall formation. So the cell wall formation is the major criteria, my dear students. Please remember, cell wall formation should be taken into account to remember the types of endosperm here. Okay, the subsequent division of these two nuclei are free nuclear. It means free nuclear means nuclei continuously divide, but it is not followed by the cell wall formation, but it is surrounded by some amount of cytoplasm. So this is the reason why it is just floating as nuclei. So it is called as nuclear endosperm. It is continued. Nuclear endosperm, the nuclei may either remain free like this or become separate by the wall formation. So at its maturity, at the seed maturity, in some species, in some plants, okay, cell wall formation may take place, okay, otherwise it may remain free. That is what they are telling, either or type. You see here, it may either remain free or may become separate by walls in later stages. Okay, example Coccinia, Capsella, Arachis. In these plants, I want all of you to stay with the video till the end so that all this family name is identified and English name is identified, Tamil name also I gave. Okay, now you can see this is the end product of nuclear endosperm. Here this is the place where the cell wall formation take place at the near the seed coat. At the center it consists of only free nuclei. Okay, so it is called as nuclear endosperm. Cellular endosperm, you see this is the cellular endosperm. The same thing, the nuclei, primary endosperm nucleus divides. As soon as divides, you see here the cell wall is formed. So this nuclei continue division, this nuclei also continue division. For every nuclear division, cell wall formation is following. So after this nuclear division, cell wall formation take place. So the cells are formed. So at the end, this is the end product of cellular endosperm, where you can see the cells. Okay, the entire endosperm made up of cells. There we have seen it is just nuclei are floating at the center, but here only the cells are present. Example, Adoxa, Helianthus, Scoparia. These are the three examples for cellular endosperm. Now, helobial endosperm. In helobial endosperm, the primary endosperm nucleus move towards the base of the embryo sac. You see, this is one of the major difference. It moved towards the base of the embryo sac. So, base of the embryo sac, this is the place where chalaza is present. So, this is the chalasal end of the. So, how can you say it is chalaza, sir? Only one oval shaped structure is given and one small dot is given. How can you say this is the chalasal end? This is the egg, students. This is the fertilized egg. So fertilized egg is always present, you know very well, towards the micropyle. So this is the micropylar end and this is the opposite side is the chalasal end. Understood? So the primary endosperm nucleus move towards the chalasal end where it divides. So one nuclei go towards the micropylar side, another nuclei stay at the chalasal side. So here you see the cell wall is formed. Cell wall is formed. Okay, so one larger micropylar chamber. You see, large micropylar chamber is formed, and small chalasal chamber is formed. In the micropylar side, you can see the nuclei continuously divides. Nuclei continuously divides. Okay, it gives the appearance of nuclear endosperm. On the chalasal side, you can see the cell wall formation take place. So it gives the appearance of cellular endosperm. Okay, now you see micropylar chamber undergoes several free nuclear division, whereas that of the chalasal chamber may or may not divide. So here one more option given, you see, may or may not. Already I told you either or. Already I told you there is after and before. So these are the areas where the technically important questions can be asked, where the student feel the questions are challenging. Okay, either it may or may not divide, students. So here they are giving on one side free nuclear division in the micropylar chamber. So it gives the appearance of nuclear endosperm. On the other side, cell wall is formed in the chalasal chamber cells. The cell wall is formed. It gives the appearance of cellular endosperm. So we can say this is the intermediate stage or intermediate form, intermediate type between nuclear endosperm and cellular endosperm, students. So at the end, you can see the nuclear that is nuclei or floating nuclear endosperm is at the center, and on chalasal side it is cellular endosperm. Example, hydrilla and vallisneria. And here I would like to stress upon one more concept here. Hydrilla and vallisneria, both the examples given are water plants. Already we discussed in the pollination about vallisneria. So this is the vallisneria. So likewise, you can recollect. Here you see, if you learn Vallisneria, immediately you should recollect. Somewhere else we learned the Vallisneria in this lesson. Where is it? Let me go and see this, so that you are able to recollect the pollination. When you study about the endosperm, you can learn about the pollination also. So these are the various methods. See, this is one of the method by which you can improve your memory. Okay. So next one is, you see, in the single slide you can learn everything. So day before examination, if you see this slide alone, this picture alone, you are able to recollect within 2 minutes. You can recollect the entire concept, student. So this is the beginning stage, embryo sac with primary endosperm nucleus. On one side, nuclear endosperm. You see the nucleus continuously divides. Okay, so at the final stage also free nuclei are present. Here cell wall is following the, or every nuclear division followed by the cell wall formation. So endosperm is filled with only the cells. Whereas in the elobial, I told you it is the intermediate between these two, where you can see on one side, that is towards the micropylar chamber. In the micropylar chamber you can see free nuclear division, and in the chalasal end you can see the formation of cells. So one side it gives the appearance of the nuclear endosperm, another side it gives the appearance of the cellular endosperm. So in a single slide you are able to learn everything. Now the fourth type is ruminate endosperm. Ruminate endosperm. This is an entirely different kind of endosperm, students. So the endosperm with irregularity and unevenness in its surface forms ruminate endosperms. So that is the point to be noted here. So it is a separate category of endosperm, not coming under nuclear or cellular and ilobial type. This is a separate category. Here, the major point to be noted here is irregularity or and unevenness in its surface forms ruminate endosperm. Example, Areca cashew. This is in Tamil it is called as பாக்கு beetle nut. பாக்கு நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. It consists of up and downs. You can see the up and downs here. Okay, you can see the up and downs here. Okay, if you see the that is unboiled, uncooked beetle nut in cross section, you can see white color portion. It is consisting of this type of radial lines. This type of dark brown color structure arising from the surface and running towards the center. This is called as actually tegmen, that is inner seed coat, students. This due to the growth of tegmen or inner seed coat. So this is what they are calling it as irregularity and unevenness. It may be the activity of seed coat. You see, it may be the activity of seed coat, or so you must be very careful here, or the endosperm. So endosperm grow like outside, and this seed coat grow towards inside. So they give the uneven appearance of the surface. You would have seen the uneven appearance of the surface of the beetle nut. Second example is passiflora. In passiflora, unequal radial elongation. Radial elongation. So radial elongation of the seed coat result in, if you see, you can see lot of ups and downs. This diagram I drew it in the paint. Okay, so you cannot see all the very fine structure. You can see, yes, the some ups and downs are there. Okay, so that much you are able to get the that is a concept. And here the rumination of endosperm in passiflora due to seed coat is, you see here, the seed coat also grow in, this is the endosperm, grow into the endosperm. Are you clear? So it gives an uneven appearance of the seed. So the third category of ruminate endosperm, Adonacea and Aristolochiaceae. Aristolochiaceae. Here in Adonacea and Aristolochiaceae, definite ingrowth or infolding of the seed coat take place. The infolding of the seed coat, here also you can see the tegmen ingrowth along with infolding here, uneven ingrowth. Okay, so Adonacea and Aristolochiaceae, this type of that is ruminate endosperm is present due to the ingrowth of tegmen, right? Next one is this is in Tamil it is called as Jadikai. Already we discussed it in the that is funiculous growth. Okay, it is called as aril. Okay, in Myristica, the irregular surface of the seed coat, okay, tegmen, inner seed coat, endosperm. So because of this irregular surface of the seed coat growth, endosperm start ruminating. It means ups and downs are there in the endosperm. It is not having smooth surface in Myristica. It is also in English called as nutmeg. In Tamil it is called as Jadikai. It is already given in our book. From that only this picture is taken. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the examples. Right, examples of the nuclear endosperm: Coccinia, its English name is Evigod. Okay, Cucurbitaceae, Covica in Tamil, Capsella, Brassicaceae, Shepherd's pouch, Arachis, Fabaceae family, Nilakadalai, Arachis hypogea, that is a full scientific name, right? Then cellular endosperm example, Adoxa, in English it is called as muskroot family, Adoxaceae, Helianthus, Suryaganthi, Asteraceae family, sunflower, in English it is called as sunflower, also known as, the Asteraceae is known as sunflower family. Then Scoparia, Plantaginaceae, goatweed, Sarakotini அல்லது கல்லூரிக்கி. Examples for ilobial endosperm, Hydrilla, Hydrochaetaceae family. Both of them are water plants I told you. That is the reason why it family, you see, hydro, start with the hydro. You can easily identify hydro means water. Hydro Charataceae, Valampasigal hydrilla, Vallisneria, Vadukupasi, also known as, because its leaves are tape like, no, so it is called as tape grass in English, or eel grass. Eel is a type of fish. It gives the appearance of a ribbon like structure, so that is the reason why it is called as eel grass also. Examples for ruminate endosperm: Areca cachu, Paku, Aricaceae family. English it is called as betel nut. Passiflora, Passifloraceae. Sirubunai. In Tamil it is called as Sirubunai. Annonaceae, one example I gave. Family name is given. One example, Sitapadam, custard apple. That is the example. And its scientific name is Annona reticulata. Then Aristolaceae, Indian birthwort, Ishwara Muligai. In its scientific name is Aristolochia indica. Next, Myristica, nutmeg, Jadikai, Myristicaceae. So, this is the end of this video, student. Thank you for watching this video.